Okay, everyone, thanks for joining in for Part B. So, what happened? Young teen working at Burger King at night. And what transpired for the young lady?
He pulled up. I said, "Hey, how are you? Your total is." I told him what his total was. He didn't say anything to me at all. When I spoke to him, he didn't say anything back. But I didn't think it was anything weird because usually customers don't speak back when it's like that late at night. People are tired.
But it was just seconds later, she was covered in liquid.
I closed my eyes and backed up, and I heard him driving off. And then I took a breath, and I smelled bleach in my eyes. My nose started burning, and I started screaming.
Union City police are working with Burger King to get their hands on the surveillance video of the encounter so they can figure out not just who, but why this happened.
Okay, well, we know why it's happened. It's an idiot who's violent. I would, in my opinion, hatred against women. And I thought about this here. A teenager, she's working late at night. We see the mother. Where's the father? Where's the father? You have your daughter working at night at a fast food. Where's the father? Protector. And I thought about it. I've heard of teenagers, and this is, it's not just race specific, it's in all cultures, working on jobs. And sometimes it's not money for them to save to get a vehicle, get a car. Sometimes, and I don't know this particular mom and daughters, what the situation is financially, so I'm speaking in general. Sometimes it's to help pay bills at the house, keep the lights on. Again, not referring to them because I don't know their financial situation. But where's the father? A teen daughter working at night. Now she has been traumatized. What did Godfrey say? You're traumatized because of the anger of a black man. So now she's been traumatized. And it could be a white man. They just said dreads. Now the young lady, due to an angry man, wasn't a female, an angry man, dangerous dust bucket. Why would you do that? Do you want to work at Burger King and maybe you can't because you have a felony? Is that what's up? This also sounds premeditated. They said he had an old Burger King cup. Who in the hell keeps an old Burger King cup? Is that part of your china? Is that your mama's china? Who keeps an old Burger King cup? Is it just in your car? Is that your regular drinking cup? They sell some at the Dollar Tree. We're not asking you to have baccarat and all that, but an old Burger King cup. And then, hold on. She said it's bleach. I think we know what bleach. I'm sure she knows what bleach smells like. It got in her mouth and in her nose, I believe. So that means he must have purchased something from Burger King, took it home or someplace else, and put that bleach in it and drove up there with it. That to me sounds like premeditated. You planned this. The anger toward women is real, and the anger toward black women in the community is like double real. We can get it from all sides. Most disrespected, unprotected. Again, where's the father? Oh, but I bet you let her come up with a 10 million. Let her come up with 100,000 GoFundMe. He might show up. Oh, I'm here to protect my daughter. I saw on the screen and the show hurt my heart. Daughter, you got 5 on it? Where's the father? So now the teen is traumatized, doesn't want to go back to work.
From what we understand right now, there was nothing that prompted this customer to do what he did to the young lady.
Just a man, in my opinion, being a failure. This is crazy. Being a failure, a certified loser, certified diabolical dust bucket, nothing going on in his miserable life. But there's something else I want to know if you notice. Let me continue.
His mother also anxious to find the suspect.
I cannot wrap my brain around like what possessed you to want to throw bleach in a child's for anybody's face.
As for Andrea, she tells me her days working this drive-thru are over.
So now she's left the job. Due to the actions of an inferior POS dust bucket man, she's left the job. That's all they can do is bring violence against women. If he would have seen Zimmerman, that same dust bucket in the red truck and dreads, I wonder if he would have had threw bleach on him. I'm just saying. Would he? He ain't done nothing to me. And did you also notice this? We have two female reporters. Okay? Notice this. We have two female reporters, news reporters, okay, in the story. The first one, I believe, let's see, yes. So we've got two female reporters in this story. This lady here, she's out in the field. She did her part. Y'all want to find her so? She didn't mention a description. Then we have this reporter here. She gave the story. She didn't mention a description of that man until this man right here, until he asked. I thought about that. Because I was like, well, if you want to find it, put the description out there. But it's not uncommon in this community to do what? That's why when they said a man with dreads, and I understand white people, anybody can have dreads, they put yellow in their hair, as I understand, to make dreads. But I thought about that. So you want to find him. The police didn't mention a description. Black police officer didn't mention a description. This lady here, news lady, she didn't mention a description. Did you not ask? This lady here, obviously she was told about the description. Because why? Listen to this.
It was just a very traumatizing experience.
Channel 2's Candace McCowan joining us live.
So hold on. So he's speaking. So pretty much she's already given her report. Okay? She's given her report, but not at one time has she mentioned a description of this man. That's my confirmation with dreads. It's probably a black man. Not one time has she even a description. Now maybe it's the news protocol, that's possibly, but do y'all really want to find him? Or is he being protected because it's one of them? So two women have given the report. She's given her report. And as you can see, look, her video is about to end. Look, right there. It's about over. We're near the end. Well, we're like around here in the video. And only until this male reporter, which would be to my left, till he asked, here's what we find out. Why wasn't this mentioned prior? What the heck you waiting on? Are you trying to protect him?
Again from Union City. I bet it was traumatizing. At this point, is there a description of whoever did this?
Now he's asking if there's a description. She has not mentioned a description. But obviously, the young lady told her already what it was. Did she leave that out by accident? Because now look, so she has not mentioned, at least I didn't hear it, a description of that man until this reporter here on the blue inquired. Now, here's what happens.
At this point, is there a description of whoever did this?
And George, police are working on getting that surveillance video. It has to actually come from Burger King corporate, and that takes some time. As for Andrea, she tells me she saw this man. He was in a red Chevy pickup truck. He had a beard as well as dreads.
So why did you not share that? Why did he, behind the desk, why did he have to ask you about it? That should have been part of the story, in my opinion, from the get-go. Why was it not? What if he were to, and to me, it is a salient factor. It's not some, oh, that's an infinitesimal matter. It's extremely small. That's minor, don't worry about it. It's not that. Maybe then if someone else would have seen a man in a red pickup with a beard and dress, that might give them a cue. Hey, you know what? I saw this on the news. Ladies, close the window. Or open it up in don't open it all the way. That could save someone else. What if he decides to attack again? But why was that left out? A salient factor, a very important part. A man in a red pickup with a beard and dreads. Why was that not mentioned? Why would he have to ask you? That should have been part of it. Looks like these dust buckets is how I view them. They're protected. Did you catch that? So that tells me Right now, this reporter, she's on her own. The young girl's not with her, so that lets me know you already told that information. So were you going to just go ahead and leave that out? And why? She didn't mention it. It makes me wonder, did she tell you? And if she did, why didn't she mention it? This lady in blue. She didn't mention it. I'm like, well, who was it? Give a description. Trying to hide behind, to me, it appears as if you're trying to hide behind, oh, we went on the tape. Okay, the girl has looked at the man. You think somebody will remember who threw some darn bleach on him? It leads me to believe y'all trying to protect him. Again, Little Miss Red Nicole, Little Miss Red Riding Hood, which is not her name, of course, I'm being facetious. She's cute. Why didn't you say anything? Why were you prompted by somebody else not knowing the story to even add that in? That's an important factor. But I think I know what time it is. Certain men in certain communities like the BC, they're protected. It could save someone else from the so-called inferior dust bucket bleach thrower, the naughty dread bleach thrower. That could save someone else from a possible experience. What if he tries it again? So you can play it back. That I find that so disturbing. She pretty much did her story one more time. Didn't mention this at all until this man in the blue asked.
Joining us live again from Union City. I bet it was.
So she's joining us live again. She's pretty much concluded, to my understanding, I would imagine, her news interview with the victim and the victim's mother, and I wish them well. My sincere apologies. The young woman has now quit the job. You don't think she needs that job? Most of our people are so poor, the kids don't get a on allowance. Don't know what one is. So I'm sure that income was needed for that household. And I don't see a father, a provider, protector anywhere. I haven't seen that. But am I surprised? Not really. But notice, why in the heck was the reporter, why didn't you mention it? Didn't mention it until this man, the other reporter, asked. Why is that?
Traumatizing. At this point, is there a description of whoever did this?
In Georgia, police are working on.
Okay, it looks like, let me go back. It looks like she was shaking her head as well in this. Then why didn't you mention it?
Getting that surveillance video, it has to actually come from Burger King corporate, and that takes some time. As for Andrea, she tells me she saw this man. He was in a red Chevy pickup truck. He had a beard as well as dreads.
So the Andrea had already told you that she saw this man. Already told you she saw this man. So if this man in the blue, the news reporter, if he hadn't asked, were you gonna just withhold the information? The public needs to know, boo, not just you. One last time. So she told you that she saw this man and gave a description, and you negated to go ahead and share that with the news story.
Whoever did this?
In Georgia, police are working on getting that surveillance video. It has to actually come from Burger King corporate, and that takes some time. As for Andrea, she tells me she saw this man. He was in a red Chevy pickup truck. He had a beard as well as dreads.
So she told you she saw this man and gave the information out, and that part you did not share until this man asked. Speaks volumes. She told me she saw this man. Well, why didn't you tell us? Let me guess. We don't want the truth to be known that women are being attacked. So anyway, I just wanted to point that out. Let me know what you all think. Thanks for watching. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share. And I'm out.